My name is Zenzele Isoke. I'm Assistant Professor of Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies at the University of Minnesota. So this semester I've taught two classes. The first one is called Engaging Justice. What we're trying to do is to get students to think critically about the different ways that injustice infiltrates kind of society and ways that they can do things to make things better. And we think about all these things from an intersectional perspective, meaning we're looking at differences in race, gender, ethnicity, geography, etc., to really learn on how different systems of inequality impact people every day. Another class that I teach is called Sex, Politics, and Global Hip Hop. We look at the different ways that young people use hip hop for social justice worldwide. So we look at the radical aspects of hip hop and the oppositional aspects of hip hop. And I really like to enable students to fulfill their own personal goals in relation to the way that they conceive of and kind of relate to hip hop in their personal lives. Students who really want to be purposeful about their career, students who really want to ensure that whatever they choose to do has a greater meaning and has a greater impact, especially on those who are most disadvantaged, would really find a home in our department. A student who's interested in the way that systems of power operate locally, globally, nationally, and transnationally. Students who love history, literature, but who would want to approach those things from an anti-racist, queer, feminist perspective would love to be part of our department. We focus on the importance of solidarity building and coalition building between communities of difference. We can figure out ways to understand the specific histories of these communities while figuring out ways to work together to challenge inequalities that impact us all. Our students, they're not just activists, but they're also rigorous scholars. What they learn how to do is they learn how to apply an intersectional critique of identity and privileges, and they learn how to utilize that in no matter what particular career field that they go on to. Graduate school, work with nonprofit organizations here in the U.S., non-governmental organizations in different parts of the world, and they get superb training on using both their analytical skills and their knowledge of current geopolitical realities to establish great careers for themselves. What's most important is that they learn how to envision a life that values social justice. They don't always have to be out there rallying or being oppositional, but they learn how to apply principles of justice and equality within their life's work, regardless of what fields that they go into.